Strangers, from strangers into brothers, from brothers into strangers once again. We saw the whole world, but I couldn't see the meaning. I couldn't even recognize my friends. Older, but nothing's really different. Right now feels the same, I wonder why. I wish they told us it shouldn't take a sickness or aeroplanes falling out the sky. Do I have to die to hear you miss me? Do I have to die to hear you say goodbye? I don't wanna act like this tomorrow. I don't wanna wait to do this one more time. One more time. One more. One more time. One more time. I miss you. Took time, but I admit it. It still hurts even after all these years. And I know the next time ain't always gonna happen. I gotta say I love you while we're here. Do I have to die to hear you miss me? Do I have to die to hear you say goodbye? I don't wanna act like this tomorrow. I don't wanna wait to do this one more time. One more time. One more. One more time. One more time. One more time. One more time. One more. One more time. One more time. One more time. I miss you. Do I have to die to hear you miss me? Do I have to die to hear you say goodbye? I don't wanna act like this tomorrow. I don't wanna wait to do this one more time. Strangers, from strangers into brothers, from brothers into strangers once again. We saw the whole world, but I couldn't see the meaning. I couldn't even recognize my friends. Older, but nothing's really different. Right now feels the same, I wonder why. I wish they told us it shouldn't take a sickness or aeroplanes falling out the sky. Do I have to die to hear you miss me? Do I have to die to hear you say goodbye? I don't wanna act like this tomorrow. I don't wanna wait to do this one more time. One more time. One more. One more time. one more time. I miss you. Took time, but I admit it. It still hurts even after all these years. And I know the next time ain't always gonna happen. I gotta say I love you while we're here. Do I have to die to hear you miss me? Do I have to die to hear you say goodbye? I don't wanna act like this tomorrow. I don't wanna wait to do this one more time. One more time. One more. One more time. One more time. One more time. One more time. One more. One more time. One more time. One more time. I miss you. Do I have to die to hear you miss me? Do I have to die to hear you say goodbye? I don't wanna act like this tomorrow. I don't wanna wait to do this one more time. What's up? Hello, hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Aw, thanks, Nakisha. Can y'all hear me, though? Let's see. Yeah, you can. Perfect. Yeah, that was my cover of one of Blink-182's new singles. And God, the first time I heard the song, I cried so much, you guys, when I saw the video. I don't know if y'all are Blink-182 fans, but I'm a diehard, and the video is so nostalgic, the song is so personal to them, and it's such a callback to their song "I Miss You" as well, so, which is one of my favorites from them. Good to hear you guys can hear me. But yeah, I did that demo yesterday. Hey Nathan. Yeah, I recorded that song yesterday. I've had the weekend off, which is very nice. Seldom happens, to be honest. It's also Thanksgiving here in Canada, so happy Thanksgiving to all my fellow Canadians out there. I did have my meal with my family. It's all done. I'm fighting through the food coma. We're good. We're live. It's all good. But yeah. Hope you guys are doing well, and I hope your weekends were good as well. But yeah, welcome to General Hospital MV, my GH after show. It'll be a shorter live stream, honestly. Hey, Angel. Yeah, the Dance With Me, Angel. Oh, you heard the new Blink single. Well, they got like 3 new ones so far. So they had the cover that I just did, as well as Dance With Me, which is their newest one. They dropped a video for. And then the one that was kind of the in-between that didn't get a video but got released the same day as One More Time. Why am I blanking on the name? One sec. Okay, so the single that I covered was One More Time. The newest video is Dance With Me, and the single in between is getting so very little attention that I forgot the name of it. But I will find it. Hopefully without... Whoop.
I'm here
without playing the song. Hey, Kaiwan. More Than You Know is the other one. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Ruth. Hope you're all well. Yeah, thanks for the love on the cover, you guys. Honestly, I really enjoyed singing it because I've cried so much to it that it was like almost cathartic for me to record it and put my own little spin on it with the harmonies and stuff. But yeah, welcome to the after show, you guys. Like I said, it's going to be a shorter live stream this time around. One, because we only got 3 episodes this week due to sports in the States. And also, while most people in Canada are getting the long weekend, I'm not one of them. I work tomorrow extremely early, so I have to go to bed early to get up early. It's not that fun. Why do y'all celebrate Thanksgiving? Like, what happened historically for Canada? Same thing like the USA. Not the same thing. Honestly, like... Hold on. I want to give the correct answer. You know what I mean? Like, to me, Thanksgiving is all about just being thankful to, like, you know, what I have and everything. So I don't really pay attention to the history. But essentially, Canada's parliament proclaimed a day for giving thanks for the bountiful harvest with which Canada had been blessed with in 1879. Although the holiday had much earlier beginnings, possibly beginning in some form back in 1587. So that's the answer directly from Google. But yeah, 1578 is apparently the date where it kind of originated from, with like the Europeans in North America. Yeah, to me, Thanksgiving has always just been about, you know, giving thanks for all the things that you do have. And I like that we have it now, because what I've always found hilarious about, like, Thanksgiving in the States is the day after is, like, your Black Friday, right? So after, like, giving thanks for all you got, y'all have this sale and, like, attack each other for discounts. States is wild, man. Okay, what are y'all saying, though? You're gonna miss Gladys. I'm gonna miss her too, Kaiwan. I actually really love Bonnie Burrows, so I'm upset. Die Hard is a movie with Bruce Willis in it. What does that have to do with GH? I'm confused. Oh, where do I get these flashy hats? I get these flashy hats from a store called Chapel Hats. And I know that they have franchises in the US as well. Probably not many, but they are in the US too. A Day of Harvest, yes, Angel. But yeah, all of my hats, every single one of my sparkly hats are from there. I know that they have it in the States for sure because it was in downtown Disney. So, or it's not. Oh, it's Disney Springs, I think it's called over there now. But yeah, it's over there. And I'm sure in other places too. That's just the only place that I know of for sure. And in the US, we celebrate Thanksgiving in November. Canada is a little different than the US. That's true. Everything's different in different parts of the world. That's all. Thanksgiving really got commercial over there. That's what I also find fascinating is that Thanksgiving, like, yeah, it's a nice holiday here, but y'all go all out with your Thanksgiving parades and like the specials that air on TV and stuff. It's not like that here in Canada. It's just like a nice long weekend holiday here that we just like gather with our family and have a nice dinner. So we had like turkey, ham, dressing, potatoes, carrots, you know, all the good stuff. And yes, my mom's dog got a helping as well. Oh man. But yeah, there's a few things to talk about today for sure. So I think we should just jump right into it. Y'all are here already. And if anyone's late, then y'all can watch after. I'm sorry. It's only because I got to go to bed early tonight. But let's just get into it. We'll talk about Sasha first. We have finally come to the conclusion of Sasha's never-ending torture fest. In the previous week, Sasha was thrown back into Ferncliff after Gladys sold her out to save herself, and I was honestly terrified because we had seen Dr. Montague staring into her room last week, and we didn't hear or see anything again until Monday. And it wasn't even Friday last week where it happened. It was like a few days before. And then cut to this week, and we see that Dr. Montague is at Ferncliff again. He's talking to Janice in the reception area, and telling her he has removed himself from Sasha's case and won't be at Ferncliff anymore, and he leaves. Later on, he calls Janice at the reception, claiming he's left a patient's file in another room somewhere and asks her to grab it, and he'll come back for it. As soon as Janice leaves the reception, he sneaks back into Ferncliff and goes to where Sasha's room is with a loaded syringe, y'all. And he starts to chase her around the room with it. And someone opens the door, and we were left kind of on a cliffhanger because of the sports happening in the US. So GH was preempted Tuesday and Wednesday. And yeah, so we were left on that cliffhanger. We didn't see what happened till Thursday. And I was left wondering, who could it be? Maybe Dante, maybe Janice, I didn't know. As far as we knew, Cody was locked up at the PCPD, but it turns out Dante released him in his custody, and they were tailing Montague to see what he would do and where he would go. And Cody had opened the door in time to try and save her. But Montague held her hostage and was gonna leave with her, so Cody moved out of the way, but then Janice saw what Montague was doing, and she was enough of a distraction that Sasha elbowed Montague and got away from him, and Cody fought him. And I thought for sure one of them was about to get jabbed by the syringe, but Dante showed up in time to arrest him. Montague tried to come up with an excuse and had the audacity to try and get Janice to lie for him, y'all, and she was like, no. And she just told the truth. So thank God, redemption for Janice, because y'all know I didn't like her at the beginning. What are y'all saying though? Wonder if I like potato. That's all right. I like them better as fries, honestly. But I don't hate them. You know, when it's mixed together with carrots and good food, then it's all good. You know what I don't like though is turkey. So like my mom, she'll make ham and turkey, because I don't like turkey. And the reason why I don't, it has something to do with me being picky with food. But like a long time ago when I was a kid, me and my cousins who were here for the Christmas holidays, we all got the stomach flu like on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and like Boxing Day, or like the day before Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day, like one after another. We got stomach flu, and I got it Christmas Day, and that's when we were also cooking turkey. And so that day ruined me because it's like I associate the smell of turkey with that day and the stomach flu and puking. And so like it ruined it for me, and I don't touch it anymore. I really don't. And this is like, y'all, this is like 2002, okay? I was still like barely in junior high. But yeah, that's why. What else are y'all saying though? Do you think that Dr. Montague will fight funny? He seems like a tough bad guy. I don't know. We'll talk about that soon, because I want to talk about Gladys before we get into what Dr. Montague could do from here on out. Did anyone pick up that syringe? I would imagine so. I would hope so. We didn't see it on screen, but like Dr. Montague left and got arrested before we saw what happened to the syringe. But he definitely didn't have it. That Dr. Montague will fight Sonny Corinthos. We'll see. I don't know. I don't see him sticking around much longer, to be honest. Nathan, you said Gladys still owes Ms. Wu money, so we probably haven't seen the last of Gladys. But we have, though, because they've already announced that she's filmed her last scene since she's done. So that's why I want to talk about Gladys for a second, because of that. Basically, Gladys in all of this was trying to pack her bags and make a run for it, but Sam breaks into her house and confronts her, and not long after that, Sonny shows up. Now, if you remember, Nina told Sonny what Gladys had told her.
meaning he had some idea of what happened. Gladys basically spends an entire episode trying to paint Sam as a woman who was having an affair with Cody and stepping out on Dante. And Sunny kind of played along at first, even had Sam on her toes for a bit. And then by the end of the episode, he lowers the boom. Sam leaves, and Sunny insists she free her soul and tell him everything. And she does, while trying to make excuses and justifications the entire time. And Sunny wasn't having it. He reminds her of everything she did, from claiming her son was dead to try and get the insurance money when he was alive, to using Mike's condition to worm her way into Sunny's circles and trying to hit the gravy train. To be honest, I personally am pretty disappointed, because I thought for sure that Sunny was getting her to confess and recording it himself, like Sam should, or not Sam, like Sasha should have done when she was confronting her, or that he was going to drive her to the PCPD and force her to confess there. Instead, he basically puts her in a car back to Bridgeport and said never to return and to never mention his name again, and that he has eyes and ears everywhere so he'll know if she does. And those were apparently Bonnie Burrows' last scenes on the show. And I'm pretty annoyed about that, honestly, because I thought for sure that Sunny was getting her to confess and recording it himself, or like, I just figured that Sasha would get some kind of closure. Like, Sasha deserves for both Montague and Gladys to go behind bars for what they did to her. And also, like, the thing that annoys me the most is kind of like, this feels like certain plots are getting swept under the rug, because I don't personally buy that Dr. Montague, who literally has nothing left to lose at this point, is just not going to mention Gladys when he's being questioned. And she'll just get to live her life, albeit probably a lousy one, and get off scot-free. Like, I don't know. Like, some people do argue that perhaps Selena Wu is the reason why he'll keep his mouth shut. You know, if he can't confess everything without throwing Selena under the bus as well, which would make him her target. But from my perspective, at the same time, since she is a mobster, and since we know that the PCPD have been looking into those backroom card games that are illegal, like, he could easily get himself some kind of immunity, or at least a lighter sentence, by giving huge information and confirmation about a mobster in an illegal backroom card game. Like, and I feel like all of that, like, all of this logically makes sense, and it feels like it should be the thing that happens, but I don't think it will. I mean, I'll wait a bit longer to see what happens, but I'm not hopeful, you guys. Like, it just seems like this was the end of it, and we're not gonna really see much of the aftermath. I think Dr. Montague's just in jail now for what he did. And then also, like, Sasha got to go free and go home. And so did Cody, I guess, even though, like, he technically escaped. Like, there's a lot of, like, legalese that are being swept under the rug, and I don't think any of them are going to be addressed, you guys. That's why I'm so frustrated. Okay, what are y'all saying, though? Oh, your mother doesn't like to make the turkey. Oh, turkey drumsticks. Interesting. Ruth, you said I'm not going to miss Gladys. You think Gladys represented Funny and Sunny and his mother because she's like his mother? I don't know. It's Indigenous Peoples Day tomorrow in the States. I just looked at the calendar. We have Indigenous Reconciliation Day, which we had just a couple weeks ago, actually, or about a week ago. And we wear orange in honor of the children who, unfortunately, were in those types of schools that would treat Indigenous kids like crap and then bury them alive. Well, not alive, like kill them and bury them. And they've found mass graves over the last few years, which is freaking upsetting, man. y'all saying? Sandy, you said I wanted Sasha to at least pull Gladys' hair out. She just doesn't have girl fights anymore. Yeah, I miss those classic girl fights too. That should have happened for sure. At least a big old smack, you know? Angel said, I'm sure Sonny will pay off Gladys' debt. Yeah, I think he'll do that too. Yeah, like that's what I think is going to happen too, Angel. Like for sure Sonny's going to confront Selena and put her in her place. What will happen from that point on, though, I'm not too sure. I just don't think anything will happen really with Gladys because she's not on the show anymore. And I don't think that Dr. Montague is going to get mentioned much either. He said, I'm just glad Sasha is okay. Me too. Yeah, I'm tired of her being tortured too. If she gets tortured again after this, like, I'm going to be so pissed. Oh, Lordy. Oh, we were wondering if Montague was going to physically assault Sasha. I hope not. I mean, he was gonna silence her forever, really. Selena is out of control. Columbus Day. No, like, so the holiday that I'm talking about, it's actually a pretty newer one in Canada. Reconciliation Day. It's a Canada holiday. But I think it was literally founded like just a couple years ago. It was either 2021 or 2022. I don't think it was 2020. Twenty twenty one is when it was like a bill was passed to make it a National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. Selena is out of control. I do love Selena though. I do love me some Selena. Like I want her, like obviously Sonny's gonna scold her for this, and I kind of want things to escalate from there. But obviously he's busy doing something in the next few days, which we'll talk about soon. For now though, let's move on. Let's talk about Gregory. It's been ages since Gregory told Finn the truth about his ALS, and Elizabeth had found out not long after that, and then Tracy found out a little while ago as well, but he still hasn't told Chase about it yet. He's busy trying to cross things off of his bucket list with Alexis as his condition is slowly starts to deteriorate more. And one of the things he listed was skydiving. And as much as I would love to see it, I don't think we're going to see Alexis and Gregory skydiving. Probably because GH just doesn't have the budget for it. But I can tell you, I have done it myself. And it was a blast. And I highly recommend it. But instead, we see them doing hot yoga. Meanwhile, Chase is at GH because he got pepper sprayed on the job. And he was getting his eyes cleaned out. Tracy catches him in the waiting area and thinks he's crying and accidentally spills the beans, which is exactly what I thought would happen. I'm not even mad about it, truthfully. Clearly, Gregory nor Finn were going to have the balls to do it anyway. And no one communicated to Tracy that Chase didn't know. I get why she would assume that, though. So really, it's no one's fault. It's no one's fault but really Gregory's for not telling him the truth sooner. And Chase was devastated, obviously. But I'm still thinking he'll get over it pretty quickly and want to focus more so on the time that he has left with his dad instead of holding a grudge against Gregory for it. I guess he could potentially hold a bit of more of a grudge on Finn, but he'll probably keep his mouth shut for his dad's sake. And then maybe Chase and Finn will address that once their dad passes away, which I do think that we're still a long way off of, to be honest. Angel, you said I need Selena and Sonny to feud. What kind of hot yoga was they doing with that sweat you out like that? Hot yoga. It's hot yoga. Not that I know anything about it, but my boss actually does it from work. So, and it involves a lot of sweating. Though I don't know how it works. I don't know if they're in like some kind of heated room. I don't know. I just know that they were doing hot yoga. Oh, man. All right, y'all. Let's talk about Anna. This poor woman is constantly left in the dark by Valentine. He still hasn't let her know about Charlotte being the one to trash Anna's room. He told Martin, though, and he fears that Charlotte had the means and opportunity to torch Anna's house. We, as the audience, know that a gentleman had torched her place. And to be honest, I'm starting to think it was Jake. I mean, if Victor is manipulating Charlotte from beyond the grave, who's to say that Charlotte hasn't coerced Jake into doing her bidding as well? Partially because maybe he likes her, but also the guy has been manipulated and brainwashed by the Castellans before, so it could happen again. Meanwhile, in another country, I've lost track of where Laura and Kevin have been at this point, but they are planning to make their next stop to track down Nicholas, which is supposedly going to be in London. But Valentine called Laura saying that he needed her help with Charlotte, meaning he's probably going to tell Laura what happened and is still going to leave Anna in the dark. So with that, she's on her way back to Port Charles. Later, Anna shows up at the house, probably to search for answers. I didn't realize it at the time, but this house was actually the same house that Anna had followed Valentine to a few weeks ago, and it turns out he was literally just buying the house for her after Anna's place burned down for them to live together. Charlotte had made an appearance and rushed out shortly after, only to sneak back in to listen to Anna and Valentine's conversation, where Valentine explains that he got the house for her, but he also tells Anna that he realized he needs to work on his relationship with Charlotte because she was acting out. Not that he goes into specifics, but basically he says, I don't think it's a good time for you to move in just yet until I work things out with my daughter. And so later, Anna checks in with Robert. She's convinced that the person going after her has a connection to the WSB and is hoping he can get her some answers. But Robert still has no pull with them since Frisco is no longer the head of WSB. So I don't know what will happen there. Nina also checks in with Valentine and plans a future girls' trip with Charlotte. It kind of seems like they might be edging towards an Anna-Valentine breakup and a Nina-Valentine reunion. I mean, it's definitely possible at this point, given what has to be happening soon with people finding out what Nina did to get Carly and Drew in trouble with the SEC. Again, they committed the crime. Like, Nina just told the truth. But she did it for spiteful reasons, that's all. So, I'm not team anyone on that front. Anna would never turn Charlotte in. Exactly, it's so stupid that he's keeping this from her. What else are y'all saying? Yeah, I didn't realize that it was the same house, honestly. I guess I wasn't paying that much attention when she was sneaking up on him there anyway, because we mostly seen the outside. And then since Valentine moved in, we only seen the inside, so I just didn't put two and two together. But yeah, let's Nina and Valentine belong together. They're just alike. Alright, let's talk about Nina and Sunny then. So they are planning on eloping on Sunny's island, and Sunny wants all of his kids there. He asks Michael, and he runs it by Willow, and I think they'll reluctantly do it. They don't really want to. They feel pretty uncomfortable with it, but since Michael and Sunny are newly sort of reconciled, and Willow is trying to build a relationship with Nina, they're just going to bite the bullet and do it. Christina's obviously down too. Dante can't because his work and home life are too hectic at the moment. Sunny even asks Carly for her permission to bring Donna, and she agrees because she is moving on and wants Sunny to be happy, like she was with Drew. I say was because he's in prison, obviously, but she and Sunny are doing everything in their power to get him out of there. Sunny actually went to Alexis for help to expose the judge that put Drew in jail's history. And she's game to do it. And she's got a clever way that she wants to do it. She's going to interview him and kind of gas up his ego a little bit and then kind of lower the boom. So hopefully we get to see that on screen. We'll see. Back to Carly for a second, though, because she says that Avery can come to her place and he can pick both Donna and Avery up together. But he can't reach Ava because, and I almost forgot this, Mason kidnapped her like a week ago. But with that said, where the heck is Avery then at this point? Like, is she at Sunny's? Like, is Pilar back and she's just watching her? Or was she with Ava and is now getting kidnapped alongside her? Like, I don't know. Hopefully we'll get some answers. Nina fits better with Valentine. She can't handle the mob. That's true. But Valentine, he can't help but lie and keep secrets from his significant others if he thinks it will harm them or it's better for them to not know, whatever his reasons are. And that's what ultimately got Nina and Valentine broken up in the first place, right? He couldn't find her daughter and instead finds a fake daughter. So, like, I don't know. Obviously, Nina has forgiven him and they've built a good friendship ever since. But I'm neither here nor there with Nina and Valentine because I don't like either character that much. So whether they get back together or not is not going to affect me, I don't think. All right. Not much to talk about now. The only thing really left to talk about is Spencer and Trina. Not a whole lot to report. Like, they are still in Manhattan, but their trip is pretty much over. They're definitely making up for lost time with their sex, because they spent the whole episode like having sex. They deserve it at this point because I'm sure as soon as they're back in Port Charles, the drama's gonna begin again, and it'll all go downhill. It was nice while it lasted, though. Hey, Mikob. But yeah, that's really all there is to talk about with GH, you guys. Like I said, there wasn't a whole lot that happened. We only had 3 episodes, and they all centered around those kind of 3 plots, unless I'm forgetting anything important. I know that Christina and Blaze shared a couple more scenes again, where Blaze was kind of gassing up Dante because he was the one that arrested, I forget his name now, but the producer guy. Thank you. Thank you. I like this hat too. But yeah, it was weird because Christina was like, oh yeah, Dante's everyone's knight in shining armor. So now I am like thinking, like, are they actually going to try to go there with Christina and Blaze? I mean, they've not really addressed Blaze's sexuality, I don't think. She didn't appear to have feelings for Chase. She clearly didn't like the scuzzy producer. So who knows? But I just don't see any like romantic chemistry between them. I don't see, like, even though they've kind of had Christina say those things, I didn't see her like seeming interested in Blaze, or vice versa. Sunny and Nina aren't eloping. They're having an impromptu destination wedding. Too many guests. Well, I get, same. They're just doing it on a whim is all I'm getting at. So same thing as eloping, almost, just with kids as guests. And that's like, if everyone that says they're going goes, it's literally Michael, Willow, Donna, Avery if she's not kidnapped. I think that's it, right? And Christina. So 5 people. I'm not going to pretend like I know, but it seems like they got romantic chemistry for a gay couple. I don't know. Christina definitely had romantic chemistry with Valerie. Like, I seen it there, and maybe, I don't know. I don't know enough about Kate Mancey's work to know how she's been in, like, couples of characters she's played in the past. So, yeah, we already talked about Chase and his dad. Dante and Blaze have chemistry. Yeah, like, Dante and Blaze do have chemistry a little bit, didn't they? But only because Dante, for like a split second, got his old personality back and was like, just doing my job, ma'am. Which kind of reminded me of like the classic Dante Lulu days, like the early days when Dante was like a shameless flirt. I don't think he was flirting, but he just like, it just came across as like charming, that same kind of charm. But yeah, not too much to talk about GH-wise. We talked about everything. We talked about Sasha and Gladys and Chase and Gregory and Anna and Charlotte, Sunny and Nina and Spencer and Trina. So and that's essentially all the main plots that happened. And Christina and Blaze, the blip that we saw. Oh, Christopher, you said since the writer's strike is over, when will the postponed daytime Emmy Awards be broadcast? I mean, they have to lock down a new date, I suppose, because, you know, it was supposed to happen 5 months ago. And they can't just, like, re-throw it on a whim. Like, no one knew how long the strike was going to last. So it's a matter of getting the venue, getting permission to air it. Because I think they were planning on airing it somewhere again. Because I think that they had announced that they were going to be broadcasting it on TV. I just forget the network. But yeah, we'll see. They haven't revealed that yet, I don't think, Christopher. Think Blaze will be the new face of Deception? That could be interesting. They should just scrap it and focus on next year. I mean, they could like still just like announce the winners because they obviously I think they had the nominations, right? SAG actors are still striking. That's right. That's true as well. So, but I mean, essentially the only actors are on like daytime soaps for the daytime Emmys, which I think are a part of a different thing. So it shouldn't affect the daytime Emmys. I don't think. Want to see Phyllis working back at the bar. Yeah, she hasn't been seen in like a year. Like, where did she go? Maybe they just want to forget about Nixon Falls. Characters Sunny and Nina made a video and they both had their wedding bands on. Interesting. Ooh, I don't know if you guys saw it, but they showed a preview of Lois's first scenes back to GH on TV Line's website, and oh my god, the accent, you guys, and seeing Brooklyn and Lois interact for the first time. Oh, it was so cute. Like, I'm so excited. And Tracy was in those scenes too, and just Tracy and Lois's first interaction, like, it just reminded me of like their interactions in the 90s. So I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to see her for a little while. I don't know how long she's on, but I'm really excited for it. We still got daytime talk shows and everything else that comes in the day. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, SAG actors are still striking, but daytime actors are not SAG actors. So, like, I don't see why they can't do the daytime Emmys. The primetime Emmys, on the other hand, I don't know. Sorry, Colin, I'm not sure what you're saying. Alright, though, guys. But I'll be ending the live stream momentarily. But before I go, I do have to talk to you guys. And I don't know how to word this. Like, I'll give you the rundown, essentially. So, I'm not gonna be doing a live stream Wednesday or Sunday, and I can't really say why, because let's just say I'm doing something that and it's a personal thing. It has nothing to do with like YouTube or my music or anything like that. I'm just up to something in my personal life, and I won't be around to live stream. And that's all I can say for now until I'm where I need to be, and what happens. It's hard. I can't. I just I'm keeping secrets, and it's not from y'all. No, it's not music stuff. It's just personal stuff involving some friends. But there are people that can't know, because there are some surprises involved. So I have to be very cryptic until the surprise has already happened. And I'm just being cryptic because God knows they could be watching me. I don't know. I like to put things in perspective. Not even my best friend knows, okay? She knows that something is up, but she doesn't know where, when it's happening. Y'all know when it's happening now, and she don't even know when it's happening. So, and it's only because, association, I'm having to keep secrets from, other people that are related to them, that I'm close with, and friends with them that I'm close with. So yeah, it's very cryptic right now. But only for a few days, okay? Y'all will know the whole story in a few days. But I won't be with my laptop, so I can't live stream, and I won't be watching GH. So I'll have to catch up, and I don't, I'm not back in time to do Sunday's live stream next week. Wish you success on your journey and blessings. Thank you. I will be back the following week, though. Don't get it twisted. I'm not leaving YouTube or anything. I'm just up to something this week, and then I'll be back the following week. But I'll check in on the community tab for sure, and kind of give my 2 cents where I can. I do have a lot going on. Yeah, it's a busy month for sure. I've also started my new position within the music scene. Again, what I'm doing has nothing to do with that, though I've officially signed my contracts and stuff, so I'm pretty stoked to get started when I return. But yeah, don't worry. Like I said, I'll be chatting on I'll make community tab posts on the YouTube channel. I just won't be able to live stream. Basically I will let you guys know what's going on after it happens. I'll give you some little bits and pieces. Essentially, in the next few days, I'm gonna have to appear to be I'm in 2 different places, okay? Or I have to appear to be somewhere that I'm not, in order to pull off what I need to pull off. So, yeah. I guess if you guys follow my personal Instagram, just pay close attention, and maybe you'll figure it out, but probably not. At least until the day of, the evening of, when this situation goes down. But yeah, suffice to say, the days that have been leading up to it have been stressful, and as soon as I get back, I will give you guys the whole rundown of the insanity that I've had to go through in the last month to pull this shit off. Okay, is this really that deep? It is an elaborate scheme, Angel, but it's a very wholesome one. Okay, it's a very wholesome one that doesn't involve anyone getting hurt. And obviously my work knows the truth, because they have to. and they're kind of in on it, because that's where I have to essentially appear to be. So That's all. But yeah, it's just I'm just keeping it cryptic until it happens, which is very, very soon, you guys. Don't worry, you'll be let in on all of it before the end of this week for sure. So, and let's just say I'm very, very excited. Basically a spy, not quite. You'll see. I'll give you the whole rundown. I'll mention it in the community tab. It just involves people that we've even talked about on here. So, yeah. Thanks so much, guys. I will see you in like... I'm going to live stream Wednesday, the following Wednesday. Not this Wednesday, the following Wednesday. I'm just not back in time to live stream Wednesday and Sunday. But you guys, I'm really excited. If I can pull this off, I'm so excited. And I'm so excited to just like share the whole story with you guys when I get back. The baseball crap threw off our GH this... Yeah, I agree. That sucked. The guy from your vacation. No. No, it involves... Oh, no, I can't say anymore, but no, you're wrong, Sandy. But yeah, we'll talk more when I get back. I'm also kind of bummed because this means I'm probably going to miss Lois's debut. But at least I got to see the clip, and I'll see the rest when I get back, I suppose. Because I'm sure GH preempted her return. Like, the TV Line website still said October 10th, but I don't think that they could have predicted that they were going to be in the playoffs, right? So, I don't know. But yeah. Thanks again, guys. And again, thanks for the compliments on my cover of Blink-182's song. Again, I loved that song, and I'm quite proud of the cover that I did of it, honestly. I'm not eloping. No. I'm not eloping. Don't worry. Honestly, I don't have any desire to get married. So that's not the thing. And y'all can keep guessing if you want to, but I'm not going to tell you anything. Just that you're wrong. It has nothing to do with the guy from the vacation. Oh, man. But there will be some reunions. That is your only hint. That is your only... I can say that. There's going to be some reunions happening that a lot of people aren't aware is happening. And that's why I'm having to be cryptic. Alright? Alright, but yeah. Thanks so much, guys. If you liked the live stream, give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. I will be back in like... 10 days for the next live stream? But again, I will keep in touch on the community tab. If you like this live stream, though, give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. And I will see you guys then. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And I will see you afterwards. Good night, guys. Mwah. Bye.